Well, this is my new composting area on the allotment. So what I've got these 3 Dalek compost bins, which are standing on plastic pallets, and I've got galvanised weld wire mesh on the top of the pallets underneath the bins, just to protect them from rodents going in. And I quite like the idea of doing this before when I had them in the previous position. So I've got concrete blocks up over the doors just to stop rats from kind of getting in that gap, and then I've got big tree stumps sort of in between the bins, and then I've mounted up wood chip around to the same level as those stumps, and then I've got these reclaimed floorboard sort of stepped sort of tiered plant stands, which I just made out of floorboard, so hopefully that's just going to move out of the way. So same thing, I've done the same thing there with the concrete blocks, sort of drive sets, big log there, filled it in with wood chip. This is my bathtub wormeries behind, so I've got clear acrylic secondary glazing panels, so I've just mounted right up to there, so it sort of seals in the bottoms of the Dalek, so it stops rodents from sort of getting an opportunistic sort of feed. I've got pallets on here as well. I've filled it up with wood chip. I had some old reclaimed pavement slabs, so I just put them there. It sort of helps hold those stands, stops them sliding along. Also gives you a nice level sort of path to walk onto. I might continue that. If I've got some more slabs, I might do some more from here. At the moment I've just got a little old chair I picked up from a skip, and I've done some pruning on the apple tree, so I've filled this up to the same level as the pallets, and I'm just wood chipping this area because the allotment was pretty awful. I mean, that's when I took it on. It was just loads of plastic weed membrane and rubbish and fly-tipped kitchen cabinets, things like that. It wasn't much soil. It's just compacted clay underneath, so I just really raised it up with all the organic matter, all the arborist sort of tree surgeons wood chip you get on site. So that bed is that's the lowest part of the plot now, and you can see there's a horrible path with all the membrane underneath. I've made these raised beds over here, which are kind of quite nice now. I've got this Acer, which was from a garden clearance job. I've got some other succulents in these concrete planters, which are quite good. Then again, that's pallets underneath. I just leveled it up with wood chip just to fill that area. And then these are these sort of Indian stone, sandstone raised sided sort of pallets. And I've just made those into big compost bins, but they'll be like hotbeds or just raised beds. But once that's composted down, I can kind of rake it all out and really extend that bed. So this is once again, this is part of the plot I haven't really worked on. You can just see it's all weed membrane and compacted clay and horrible weed. And I've cleaned the membrane up to this part here. Got a bit more to dig out, and I've done these sort of link board beds. And then where the scaffold boards are, that's going to be worm beds, sort of underpath worm beds. I've got some blocks there, but obviously you can see that this has got to be straightened up. It's got a kink in it, so I've got to kind of dig that out and scoot it along a bit. So there's potatoes in that one. This has got mainly sort of brassicas and kale in there, and there's potatoes in that one. These are going to be squash and butternut squash, sort of patty pans. I've got strawberries in there, mainly strawberries up in those ones. There's some raspberries in that one. I'm going to make fruit cages out of those old school desks, so that'd be quite nice. So this area, this has got to have the weed membrane all dug out, and I've got a French drain that runs up to the ditch up that end, so I want to continue that along if I keep the plot, unless it's they don't like my plants or whatever. So I've got loads of wood chip here. I'll just keep burrowing it in just to raise the level, make it kind of nice. This is sort of a utility area. I'm thinking of having a potting bench here, another one of those school desks, and I've got some of the buffalo board slats that I made for the bathtub wormeries. So this is quite nice. I've got oregano and mint in here, and then I'm just going to grow green manure in that one. But this is quite good. This is I've shown these before. There's little worm tails actually in the planter itself. Probably can't do that one hand, but this is a 25 litre container, so this is